Are you new to the Overwatch 2 support role and are still unsure as to who to pick for your main? Well, look no further than Ana. In this video, we're going to go over 3 good reasons why you should pick up and main Ana in Overwatch 2, so let's get straight to it. All that being said, if you want to see more educational content like this on the channel, then be sure as always to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get to the first point. Ana is a fantastic character to pick up and play, especially if you're new to the game, because she's a very versatile character. Now, that doesn't mean that she's incredibly easy to pick up and play, as I really do feel that she is more technical as you get used to her, but because of her versatility, because of her wide range of options that she can utilize within the game, she can really be of great value to just about any composition, be it brawl, be it dive, be it poke. And that's because she plays from a relatively long range. She doesn't have to commit to anything if she doesn't want to, but if she does, she has the option of playing both offensively and defensively if the opportunity arises. Both her Sleep Dart and Nano are incredibly powerful tools, arguably some of the best tools in the game in my opinion, and because of her large burst damage, her really good healing output, Ana is just a great, well-rounded character that can take you very far in the ranks, and if you stick with her long enough, she can be extremely rewarding as I mentioned earlier, her kit is easy at first, but when you master it, there's a lot of mechanics involved, a lot of tech involved, and if you can really master that tech and mechanical advancement, you will be well on your way to consistent victory. So all that being said, let's move on to the second point. Because of Ana's versatility in the amount of tools she has at her disposal, she has a very high survivability. And because she's able to survive a lot longer than the opposing team, this gives her the advantage in fights a lot. And that's because if you can survive longer than the enemy, you're giving your team the advantage for most of the duration of the game. And really when it comes down to it, Overwatch 2 is really all about who can survive the longest. And Ana is a top tier character for that because of her nade and her sleep darts. She can use it, as I mentioned before, offensively and defensively. But in most cases, you really want to be utilizing it in every possible way. You don't want to be on one side of that scale too much. That is, you don't want to be too offensive, but you don't want to be too defensive. You really need to learn how to mix up your approach with Ana and really keep the opponent guessing. Ana teaches you a lot about the fundamentals of Overwatch, and that is positioning, taking natural cover, learning how to play offensively and create value through pressure, but also knowing how to create value by surviving. And Ana really does help players understand that. So she's easy on the surface, but as you dive deeper into her kit, you realize that she can be a really mechanically rewarding character, and we'll get into that very soon in the next point. But Ana really, at her core, she provides a lot of sustainability for her team. She keeps the team alive, she keeps herself alive, and as I said, as long as you can stay alive in the battle a lot longer than the enemy can, then you already are ranking up a lot faster. So if you're looking for a character that can really help you rank up, really help you maintain that consistency over the long period of time of the game, then Ana is a surefire pick. She will never disappoint you. She has obviously her bad matchups, for example Genji and Tracer and Sombra, but again, if you listen to this video, you realize again that I mentioned her Sleep Dart and her nade are really good for those situations, and if you can maximize profit there, you'll be on your way. That being said, let's move on. Now at the lowest levels of Ana play, you can get away with just simply shooting people and positioning yourself and using your sleep darts here and there, but really where Ana shines at the highest level is being able to adapt, being able to use natural cover to position effectively, but more so using Ana offensively as well as defensively. Now, what I mean by offensively, I mentioned earlier in the video that you want to be using your sleep darts and your nades, not just for your own protection, but you also need to be creating pressure, because the more you create pressure for the enemy team, it now forces them to use their resources to alleviate a lot of the stress that you've put upon them. That's where Ana can really be mechanically rewarding, because her sleep dart is not easy to land, first and foremost. And using your anti-nade at the right time can also be difficult for newer players, because you have to understand that your nade has a specific type of trajectory, and you need to be able to master the distance at which you can throw it, but also not just throwing it out willy-nilly. You have to be really, really methodical in how you use it. And that's where you can see the top level Ana play, where they're not just sitting back shooting people from afar. They're really trying to be engaged in the battle as much as possible, because they are support. They're not just healers. And this is the problem I tend to see with a lot of Ana players, is they tend to focus too much on trying to play that defensive role, where they use the nades and the sleep dart defensively to protect themselves, or I guess in this case the team. You really want to be using your assets on the enemy as much as possible, because that way you can really produce more impact in the game. Because if the character, or the enemy rather, has to use up all of their resources to ensure that that anti-nade doesn't kill them, your team now has free real estate, free pressure to basically take them out before anything else. And that is really where Ana can shine. So if you want a character that really rewards you for putting in the time, putting in the work to learning how to aim better with her, not only with your sniper, but also with your sleep dart, being able to throw your nades effectively and consistently, then Ana is your best bet. So all that being said, if you enjoyed this video, as always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Pick up Ana and play. She's extremely fun. I love using her, and I hope you do too. So new warriors, take care. As always, stay strong and keep fighting. Peace.